Now on Good Morning Northwest, preparing for a winter storm. What you need to know about street crews and school districts' decisions on canceling or delaying.
Yeah, we're tracking a very large storm. It has lots of snow, and it'll affect everything you try to do on Wednesday. We'll talk about the timing and the amounts coming up.
And returning to class, how students are dealing with coming back to the University of Idaho campus from break with few answers about who killed 4 of their classmates. You're watching Good Morning Northwest here on 4 News Now. Good morning, and thanks for waking up with us. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Tuesday, November 29th. We're glad you're with us. Let's check in with Mark. He has big news for you, talking about that in the first alert forecast.
Oh, yeah. First of all, we're going to start off the news, cold temperatures. Now, there's a few light flurries into Coeur d'Alene, sitting at 12 degrees, but roads are in pretty good shape. Our roads are in okay shape, but those side roads are still treacherous. The main thoroughfare is still slippery and icy. That de-icer at 7 degrees. Yeah, it's trying to work. Now, we look at what we can expect for, again, the alerts and the watches and the warnings. We do have that winter storm watch in effect for eastern Washington, North Idaho. Winter storm warnings as you go from Ritzville, Sprague, actually all the way west along I-90. Moses Lake still has a winter weather advisory in effect, but yeah, they're going to see snow as well. Here are the 4 things you need to know as we get going on this Tuesday. It is a very cold start, single digits. Light snow coming in later on. Could be at the time when the kids are walking home from school or you're driving home from work. A weather alert Wednesday, because of the heavy snows that we're expecting, could be in excess of 4 inches. That forecast radar shows that we could see a little bit of energy today, and that'll continue to move. And then tonight, we'll see that really kick in. But we're on the southern side of this storm. If it drops south by 10 miles, we could see more snow. And if it stays to the north, could be less with a little mix of rain in the afternoon. Over the next 12 hours today, increasing cloud cover. Our high today is going to be 23 degrees. And again, that chance of snow starting as early as 4 o'clock.
Yeah, it's already impacting the west side because Seattle, SeaTac already canceling more than 100 flights already. And winter weather in the forecast likely means school delays or cancellations for us tomorrow.
The Spokane Public Schools is getting prepared for the possibility of both later this week. With that winter storm on the way, for the first time this school year, Spokane Public Schools could have a snow day. Sandra Gerard, the Director of Communications for SPS, says on days heavy snow is predicted, they meet at 4 a.m. to make a decision about school. A lot goes into making it, and it's not just the road conditions.
And we also consider many of our students need a lot of our services in our buildings, so it's a place to stay warm, it's a place to get breakfast and lunch, and also do a lot of their occupational therapy type of services, PT. So all that is taken into consideration.
Families can start looking for that decision by 6 o'clock in the morning. Of course, if there is a school closure or delay, we will keep you updated on our website at kxly.com and, of course, right here on Good Morning Northwest. Well, during an investigation that has captivated not just the Moscow community, but the entire country, U of I students had a choice to make, either stay home or return to campus.
The students were seen coming back to campus Sunday afternoon, settling in after the Thanksgiving break. Sydney Charles is live at the Breaking Down desk with how students are feeling after returning from the holiday.
Robin, some students said they felt safe, but many were uneasy as this investigation still leaves many questions unanswered. Students are now bolting doors that once remained unlocked. Moscow PD still have no murder weapon and no suspect when it comes to the murder of the 4 U of I students. And in their latest press release, detectives addressed a series of crimes, all not related to the murder, including a death on Baker Street in Latah County in February of 2022, which was ruled an overdose, and reports of a red Mustang being a part of the murder investigation. 4 News Now asked what it felt like to be back on campus with the ongoing uncertainty lingering in the air. This is what students had to say.
Oh, it's different. We used to walk around everywhere past midnight. Now it's, I don't know, it just feels weird to do.
Ever since this happened, I've had this sensation of like somebody's watching me, somebody could be after me.
Disconcerting that there's somebody out there who's done such a horrible thing and they haven't been caught.
The university asked faculty to be flexible with students who didn't feel comfortable on campus. As a result, many lectures are now being streamed online for students who are staying home. U of I is hosting a candlelit vigil tomorrow in memory of Ethan, Xana, Madison, and Kaylee, and to allow friends and peers to mourn. It's happening at 5 o'clock and has been moved inside to the Kibbe Dome due to the upcoming winter storm. You can find more information on the vigil on KXLY.com. And detectives are still asking for your help with the investigation. Tips, pictures, and videos can be emailed to tipline@ci.moscow.id.us, or you can call the number on your screen, 208-883-7180. Police are reminding people that any odd or out of the ordinary events that took place should be reported, and they say no tip is too small. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
All right, Sydney, thank you. Spokane Valley deputies say they tried several times to stop a car driven by a man suspected in a burglary case.
A Sunday night, a deputy says he saw a car that matched the description of one suspected of running from law enforcement several times in the past. The sheriff's office says Dylan Casada was parked here on Broadway. Deputies tried boxing in the car, but Casada sped off, bumping several patrol cars to get away. Deputies say he drove into oncoming traffic, at times reaching 70 miles an hour. The chase ended when an officer used a pit maneuver on the car. Now, here you can see some of the damage to patrol cars. Casada has been booked into the Spokane County Jail for multiple charges, including attempted to elude a police vehicle and assault in the second degree. Police say nobody was hurt.
Crude oil prices have dropped to around $79 a barrel. That's now the lowest they've been since January. Analysts say fears about COVID-19 restrictions and lockdown protests in China have caused a dent in demand, leading to lower gas prices here in the U.S. According to AAA, the national average for a gallon of gas is now $3.52. That's down more than 5% from last month, but don't expect to pay anywhere near that here in the inland Northwest.
In Spokane County, you can expect to pay about $4.25 a gallon. That number is high, but it's still cheaper than the state average of $4.52. Prices are a little bit better in Idaho, where the average is $4.09, and you will want to fill up in Kootenai County. It has some of the lowest prices in the state, right about $3.78.
All right. Yeah, still paying at the pump for a while. Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:07.
Also some pain in the forecast.
Yeah, let's talk
and
about
not just you, Mark.
Yeah. But then again, 100% chance we're going to see at least 2 inches. But we see 4 inches at about a 78% chance. So in Spokane South, it's going to be variable amounts. To the north and into Idaho, you'll see a lot more. We're going to talk about these numbers coming up.
And it's the 40th anniversary of Christmas Tree Elegance. We're talking all about this beloved Spokane tradition happening at the historic Davenport and River Park Square. That's coming up.
And as the U.S. tries to keep its World Cup dreams alive, more disturbing news about the host country and its treatment of workers who built World Cup facilities. That story is after the break.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Call the local experts at Andy's Heating and Cooling for all your service needs. Get ready for the winter cold with a new high-efficiency carrier system from Andy's. Andy's Heating and Cooling, celebrating 50 years in business since '72, thanks to you.
More turkey than you can handle? Cut the calories and shop the extended Black Friday Super Sale at Furniture Row. That's more days to find huge savings store-wide, more days to shop special purchases, and best of all, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. And decorating your entire home just got easier with 4 years, no interest financing. But hurry, the extended Black Friday Super Sale at Furniture Row ends Thursday.
Peppa Pig and all her friends return for the holidays in an exciting live show. Peppa Pig's Adventure, Saturday, December 3rd, 2 p.m., First Interstate Center for the Arts, Spokane. Tickets are on sale now at ticketswest.com.
BECU was created for communities like Spokane because we get what it means to be a Spokanite. We're locals who look out for our neighbors and strive to do what's right for our members. With convenient neighborhood financial centers, free ATMs, and 24/7 mobile banking, we can do what's right for you too. So join us at BECU.
It's Santa. We got a problem.
Ho, ho, ho! Call the local experts at Andy's Heating and Cooling for all your service needs. Get ready for the winter cold with a new high-efficiency carrier system from Andy's. Andy's Heating and Cooling, celebrating 50 years in business since '72, thanks to you.
Save, save, save your green at Jennifer's Auto Sales and Service.
Welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Months after a Connecticut man was left paralyzed in police custody. Maybe you remember this story. 5 officers have now been arrested and charged.
Well, this latest incident, it was caught on camera, and the video is disturbing. It shows 36-year-old Randy Cox handcuffed and not belted in, flying headfirst into the back of a police transport van when the driver suddenly stopped. Despite pleading for help, Cox did not get immediate medical attention. Instead, he was dragged out, processed in a wheelchair, and placed into a holding cell. The officers involved have been charged with 2 misdemeanors, reckless endangerment and cruelty. They are due in court next week.
The World Cup in Qatar has been embroiled in controversy from the start, and now World Cup chief Hassan Al-Thawadi admits more than 400 migrant workers have died in projects connected to the tournament. Al-Thawadi told broadcaster Piers Morgan that health and safety on the sites are improving, but there is still more to be done. The Guardian reported last year that as many as 6,500 workers died doing low-wage, dangerous labor in extreme heat, a figure Al-Thawadi called a sensational headline which lacked context.
And the Senate will vote today on the final passage of a bill to protect same-sex and interracial marriage. The bill has bipartisan support and is expected to pass. If the House approves the bill, it will head to President Biden's desk for his signature, both of which are expected to happen. Supporters are anxious to get the legislation through before the end of the year, since Republicans are set to take control of the House in January. The bill would not set a national requirement that all states must legalize same-sex marriage, but it would require individual states to recognize another state's legal marriage.
Good morning. In our 10-second takeaway, it's all about that cold start. Yes, single digits out there. And then we're going to get some light snow later on with heavy snows tomorrow. Bring out that cold winter weather gear. You're going to need it. High today, 23 degrees.
A Texas family ripped apart 50 years ago, reunited by fate. Jeffrey Highsmith took a 23andMe DNA test and got an email alert with 3 names he didn't recognize. His son reached out to a woman on the list, and together they realized she was the daughter kidnapped from Highsmith and his then wife by a babysitter in 1971. This past week, Melissa Highsmith reunited with her birth parents. Jeffrey says he cried like a baby, and Melissa says she feels like she is dreaming. Wow.
Just wild.
Pretty amazing story. Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:13.
It is a race against Mother Nature. Will, Mark, and the 4 News Now Extreme team get those lights and decorations up in Cali Park before the storm? We will check in after the break.
My money's always on the Extreme team. And Christmas tree elegance returns a little later. Destiny will show us what's new this year for one of Spokane's favorite holiday events.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness. Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
There's nothing better than my 2 for $6 sausage biscuits in the morning, or afternoon, or at dinner time, or around midnight, or yeah, you get the picture. Try my 2 for $6 sausage biscuits anytime you like.
Let Pinot's Palette host your holiday party. Reserve your easel today with friends, coworkers, or any group this holiday season. And our gift certificates make a great stocking stuffer. Paint, drink, have fun at Pinot's Palette, downtown Spokane and Coeur d'Alene.
Granite Concepts. We've doubled our size. Doubled our weekly output. Created even higher fabrication quality. Shortened the time to completion. Granite Concepts. Beauty set in stone.
In therapy, there is promise. Each step forward is an achievement and a gift of hope. And at each hurdle, an encouraging hand. Joya, every child is limitless.
Celebrate the season in style with Spokane Symphony Holiday Pops. Join the orchestra, chorale, and jazz singer Jake Bergevin for an evening of holiday favorites at the Fox. Visit SpokaneSymphony.org or call 509-624-1200.
Colder weather is here, and it's a perfect time to get new Infinity from Marvin fiberglass windows for your home. Residential Home Solutions is proud to give local homeowners a chance to win up to $15,000 worth of the Smart Choice and energy-efficient windows, along with a $2,000 Costco gas and grocery card in our Built for Life sweepstakes. If you are over 18 and a homeowner in the Spokane Coeur d'Alene area, go to residentialhs.com or call 892-6460 to find out how you can enter to win. Residential Home Solutions and Infinity Windows. Home improvements, custom fit for life.
Let Pino's Palette host your holiday party. Reserve your easel today with friends, coworkers, or any group this holiday season. And our gift certificates make a great stocking stuffer. Paint, drink, have fun at Pino's Palette, downtown Spokane and Coeur d'Alene.
There's nothing better than my 2 for $6 sausage biscuits in the morning, or afternoon, or at dinner time, or around midnight, or yeah, you get the picture. Try my 2 for $6 sausage biscuits anytime you like.
It is now 6:16. We are getting ready for the holidays here at 4 News Now. Mark Peterson and the Extreme team are hard at work putting up thousands of lights at Cowley Park.
It's our annual Making Spirits Bright event, and with all that snow on its way, it's a race against the clock now to get as much done as possible. Mark shows us where the team stands right now.
Well, it's officially day one as we're in Cowley Park making spirits bright when it comes to the Extreme team and putting up the Christmas lights up to 128 feet up in the air for the children at Sacred Heart Children's Hospital. This is Avista with their big tall truck. It's 125 feet, so we missed the very top. But I got to tell you, the crews at Avista, they like what they do.
We really try to make it look the best we can. It's a lot of work, and these are big trees, so I got to use big equipment, and it's kind of a slow process, but we do the best we can.
I myself, 2 years ago, had a child up in the ward and got to look out at those Christmas lights, and I'm not alone.
Kind of emotional, but it's exciting. My kid was in the hospital for a little while, and he really enjoyed looking at the lights and everything. So
it's very surreal to know that you had something to do with it, and you're in the hospital looking at these lights. But I have to tell you, and everybody I've talked to, they enjoy the fact that we do this year after year. And this year, we're going to make it bigger and better. The problem is we got a big snowstorm coming in on Wednesday. So Avista under the gun to try and get as much as they can done for today and tomorrow. Tomorrow, our volunteers show up from not only NUCA, National Underground Contractors Association, but Horizon Credit Union. It's going to be a busy day tomorrow. Tonight, I'm Mark Peterson at Cowley Park in front of the Sacred Heart Children's Hospital with the Extreme team.
All right, and that tomorrow is now today.
I know.
You guys have a lot of work to get done.
It was a cold day yesterday. Thanks to Spokane Traffic Control helping us navigate slippery roads and getting Avista in there safely. Avista's going to be there today. We're not counting on them tomorrow. They're going to be doing their jobs with all the heavy snow coming in. And again, ACE and Horizon Credit Union and NUCA today, all the volunteers being fed by Aloha Island Grill. And we're going to try and get as much done today as possible and cap and finish off with some special ground presentations on Thursday.
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes. Star Rental, by the way, giving us some equipment so that we can get rid of some of that snow that's going to happen tomorrow for Thursday. So we look at our temperatures currently. It's a very cold start. We've got 7 into Spokane International officially, 6 at Fairchild, 3 into Spangle, 12 into Deer Park, and we got a little warmer temperatures into Idaho. They got a little more of that cloud cover. Our high today is going to be 23, sun to clouds. Wind's going to be relatively light. Tonight, 16 degrees, light snow with gusts to 30 miles an hour. So if we see any accumulation, cold enough, blowing and drifting snow potential through tomorrow morning and into the afternoon, certainly in the Central Basin. So we see this coming in, and Some afternoon shower activity, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, and then we're going to see it really kick in for overnight through tomorrow. And by 4 o'clock, we can see a break in the action. For us, not so much for North Idaho and the mountains. And then we're going to have scattered showers continuing. This is just a mess of a low, and it's going to continue to make its way out. Another low is coming down the coast, and that's going to affect us later on. So we do have a weather alert day called for Wednesday. This means you need to pay very close attention to what's going on outside. Heavy snow, 6 inches or more in our region, and we're going to see that really start tonight through Wednesday and into Thursday morning. The total potential could be 8.4 inches for Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, 13 into Kellogg, but Pullman at 1 inch, maybe 2. Look for Grand Coulee to maybe get 5. But we put another computer model into effect and give you an idea of what we're expecting. And really, it's looking for the start of this to happen this afternoon. We're going to see that 1/10 of an inch, and then we're going to see it really add up. But we could see 4 to 5 inches in Deer Park, but see 2 to 3 inches downtown. And then in outlying areas, that 8 inches expected. So it is going to be a mix. Temperatures today into the mid-20s for the most part. That's going to be on the positive note. Most areas are going to be low to mid-20s. So we want you to be ready for not only the cold weather, but that 1-2 punch of the heavy snow on Wednesday. Getting everything you need to be done now, today, those errands run so that we can keep your family safe through tomorrow. You can hang out, and then we're going to see those temperatures get colder. So this weather into eastern Washington, North Idaho, we're not the only ones being affected by this. Sydney?
That's right, Mark. Some breaking news out of Seattle on flight cancellations. There have been several flight delays reported this morning out of SeaTac. FlightAware is reporting more than 100 cancellations today and 15 delays. Here at Spokane International Airport, 20% of our flights have been canceled. We'll be closely following this throughout the morning as our wintry weather conditions continue.
Yeah, this is a big deal. Hopefully most people made it home after that long holiday weekend. It's now 6:21, a huge game for Team USA today in the World Cup. What needs to happen for the U.S. to advance to the round of 16?
But up next, Destiny Richards is live from the Davenport for Christmas Tree Elegance. Thanks so much for waking up with Good Morning Northwest here on your Tuesday morning. We will be right back.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
If you already know that a blend of tender, marbled Wagyu beef makes the best burger, good for you. Arby's Wagyu Steakhouse Burger is back. You beef genius? Arby's, we have the meat.
What inspires you? Imagine the possibilities at Ferguson Bath Kitchen and Lighting Gallery. Bring your vision to us.
Shop online or schedule a one-on-one showroom appointment to discover stunning products from brands like Thermador and the best selection of lighting at build.com/Ferguson.
It's all about the person that's leaving this world, but it's equally about the family. We don't know how to handle certain situations, and hospice can come in and train us.
Takes a special person.
Yeah, I said, you are amazing at what you do. And she said, this is a calling, and I love what I do.
To learn how you can join the Hospice of Spokane team, visit hospiceofspokane.org.
With our huge expansion, Lookout Pass has doubled with 500 acres of new terrain, including 14 new intermediate and advanced trails, plus a second quad lift. Our terrain is twice as big and twice as fun. This is the year to ski Lookout Pass. We still have the best powder. We're still the most affordable with adult tickets as low as $52. And we're still the most fun with friends and family. Make the easy right off the interstate drive to Lookout Pass. Visit skilookout.com for more.
We're still here for a gift for yourself or that special someone, or an early holiday shopping at the Sapphire Gallery or Sweet Palace in Phillipsburg. It's as easy as picking up the phone or clicking on our website to order some beautiful sapphire jewelry or a sweet and tasty treat. However you're dealing with the stay-at-home blahs, treat yourself or someone you love with a surprise gift from the Sweet Palace and Sapphire Gallery, side by side in Phillipsburg, Montana. We've got your goodies.
Arby's, 2 for $7 every day. Oh, creamy ranch. Oh, melty Swiss. Oh, roasty beef. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
Well, the Christmas trees are up and decorated at the historic Davenport Hotel for the 40th year of Christmas Tree Elegance.
For 13 days, you can take part in the raffle of themed Christmas trees on display at both the historic Davenport and River Park Square. Destiny Richards is live at the hotel this morning with a look at some of those amazing trees.
They really are amazing trees on display this morning, and ticket sales for you to possibly win one of these trees and all the prizes that opens at 10 a.m. It's just $1. We're here with Elizabeth Rowell again. This is I have to say, one of the more popular trees, the cash tree. Tell us about it.
Definitely. $4,500 in cash for a $1 raffle ticket.
Yeah. Amazing deal. Just $1 for possibly winning all of those other dollars. And we have to say that the cash at the bottom of the tree here is not real. So you can't just grab it. But yeah, tell us about just the work that goes into planning all these trees for Christmas Tree Elegance.
We have over 100 volunteers that work on this event most of the year. So starting at the end of February, we work through, they determine a theme, then they go ahead and find sponsors, donors to support that theme.
Yeah, and there are really lots of creative themes here. There's a black and gold tree, which is personally my favorite. I love that color combo, really just beautiful, vibrant lights and decorations here. We're going to take a closer look at another tree coming up a little bit later, but again, you can take a look at the trees here and as well as the River Park Square trees up until December 11th. So plenty of time to browse them with your family. I'll send it back to you guys.
Yeah, you got to make a couple rounds and check out and see which ones you want to drop your tickets into. It's very fun. Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:26.
As we go to a commercial break, here's a look at what's coming up on GMA beginning at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, say goodbye to Cyber Monday and hello to Travel Tuesday.
This day is the absolute best to get a really good deal on all of your travel.
Southwest Airlines marking down its flights 30% for flights between January 10th and March 8th.
Last year, domestic travelers saved upwards of $300 on airfare.
New York to Rome, as low as $371 round trip in January, or even cheaper, New York to Aruba for $310.
Typically, on Travel Deal Tuesday, we see about 50% more deals available than on Black Friday and about 30% more than Cyber Monday.
And it's not just airfare. Hotels and cruises are also on sale. And if you're looking for a big travel deal, we'll have all the expert tips you need to know coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Nally, ABC News, New York.
Trying to control my asthma felt anything but normal. Enough was enough. I talked to an asthma specialist and found out my severe asthma is driven by eosinophils, a type of asthma Nucala can help control. Now, fewer asthma attacks and less oral steroids. That's my new normal with Nucala.
Nucala is a once-monthly add-on injection for severe eosinophilic asthma. Nucala is not for sudden breathing problems. Allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for swelling of face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Infections that can cause shingles have occurred. Don't stop steroids unless told by your doctor. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. May cause headache, injection site reactions, back pain, and fatigue. Talk to your asthma specialist to see if once-monthly Nucala may be right for you. And learn about savings at Nucala.com.
There's more to your life than asthma. Find your new normal with Nucala.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
The 4 News Now Extreme Team is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Old World Christmas has an early gift for you. Right now, their spectacular glass holiday collectibles are priced at below wholesale in their outlet store, 4005 East Main between Freya and Havana. Come celebrate the savings now at Old World Christmas.
This one is kind of a mind blower.
This is the show you've been searching for.
A meat lover's chili.
We're trying out the most searched trends.
Gorgeous.
Next to Rachel.
Watch Rachel today at 3 and 4 News Now at 5.
seen you in concert 13 times. 13. My impression of you was, get out of my van, y'all.
Watch Kelly today at 4 and 4 News Now at 5.
Beautiful glass holiday ornaments made in the tradition of Old World artisans are now priced below wholesale at Old World Christmas, 4005 East Main, Sunday through Friday 11 to 3, Saturdays 10 to 4. Come celebrate the savings now at Old World Christmas.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
All right, let's take a look at some of the stories making waves online in the 4 News Now story tracker.
Aerial images are now showing the extent of devastation on the southern Italian island of Ischia, where landslides brought down houses and submerged streets, killing at least 8 people, including a baby. The initial slide began in torrential rains on Saturday. Ischia is densely populated and has a large number of illegally built houses, putting people at risk from floods and earthquakes.
Elon Musk has entered into a war of words with Apple CEO Tim Cook. Musk claimed Apple has threatened to pull Twitter from its iOS App Store. He also said Apple has mostly stopped advertising on the platform and called out the 30% transaction fee Apple charges large app developers to be listed in its App Store. When Musk tweeted implying Apple's lack of advertising on Twitter represented a hatred of free speech, Cook echoed Musk's own replies to users complaining about paying for Twitter Verified, saying, "Your feedback is appreciated. Now pay 30%. So get a little spicy.
Indeed. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Tuesday, November the 29th. Mark Peterson is here with a look at that first alert forecast. Boy, do we got a whole lot of snow coming our way.
Yeah, it's going to get a little spicy here. Skywise, what we're tracking right now is snow and lots of it coming into the area. And that's where we want everyone to be careful. Right now, we have seen the flurries stop into Coeur d'Alene, sitting at 12 degrees. We're still at 7 into Spokane. So making plans to get those kids off to school today. Make sure they're dressed and you dressed appropriately. Winter storm watch in effect for eastern Washington and North Idaho. With multiple inches of snow expected, we're going to have a winter storm warning, and that goes from Sprague I-90 all the way across into the areas on the into the Cascades. Basically, we're going to see this a very wide-ranging snowstorm. So 4 things you need to know. Very cold start today. We're there. Light snow later on. 4, 5, 6 o'clock we can see light flurries. A weather alert for Wednesday as we look at the very heavy snow that's expected to impact our area. Now, our forecast radar, to give you an idea, is about 3 o'clock. We're going to see maybe some light snow. We're going to see those hit and miss. It's going to take a break, and then we're going to see coming in Wednesday morning, 2 a.m., the heavier snows, and you can see to the north, it will be heavier amounts, while I-90 is that break point, so we get the higher elevations, more so into the Palouse and into Idaho. Lower elevation should see less snow, but still several inches up to in excess of 6 inches. So our day today is going to be increasing clouds. We're going to warm up a little bit. 23-hour high today, and about 4 or 5 o'clock, you could see some light flurries coming into the region.
Well, the Washington Department of Transportation is preparing for all that snow.
The DOT says additional equipment and crews are ready to keep roads clear. Roughly 200 plow drivers are gearing up for a busy day of clearing our roads.
If conditions worsen, people on their days off will get called in, so we'll have additional crew who can come in on a standby notification, so to speak, so that way we have additional coverage, additional plow drivers and equipment out on the roadways.
Drivers are asked to watch for plows on the road. You should also plan to drive slower and keep your distance when plowing is in progress. Plow drivers also put out sand and salt. Overton says driving too fast will scatter those materials off of the roads.
And driving conditions can change quickly, especially when driving over passes. So here are a few things you'll want to keep in your car just in case you get stuck. You should have a foldable or compact shovel, sand or kitty litter that can be used under your tires to get out of a slick spot, and a portable power bank to charge your phone if you find yourself in a situation where your car won't start.
And developing from the Breaking Now desk this morning, President Biden is stepping into the ongoing rail labor negotiations, speaking directly to Congress, telling them to intervene. In this statement just released yesterday, Biden said, quote, "I am calling on Congress to pass legislation immediately to adopt the tentative agreement between railroad workers and operators without any modification or delay to avert a potentially crippling national rail shutdown." Now, that shutdown could cost the economy an estimated $2 billion per day and place a massive strain on the trucking industry. Experts say a strike could even affect the country's water supply. The American Trucking Associations, as well as more than 400 business groups, signing a letter to Congress saying, "We call on you to take immediate steps to prevent a national rail strike and the certain economic destruction that would follow."
The president has been very clear. Shutdown is unacceptable because of the impact that it would have on jobs and families and farms and businesses and communities just across the country.
At this moment, 4 of the 12 railroad unions have rejected a recent agreement with rail operators brokered by the Biden administration. It included a 14% wage increase that grows to 24% by 2024, 5 annual $1,000 bonuses, health benefit enhancements, and an additional personal leave day. But the main sticking point has been the amount of sick leave for rail workers. If a deal isn't reached or forced by Congress soon, a strike could begin as soon as next week, December 9th. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says the House will take up legislation this week requiring railroad crews to work under the previous tentative agreement reached between unions and railroads in September. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
All right, Sydney, thank you. 3 Moses Lake teens are facing charges after police say they threatened to kill a student at Moses Lake High School. Police say an 18-year-old who is not enrolled at the school and 2 younger teens who are on suspension walked onto campus. They say the 18-year-old threatened a student with this compressed air BB-style pistol. They say it was realistic looking enough to scare that student into running for help. Police say they quickly arrested all 3 teenagers. No one was hurt.
The eruption of the world's largest active volcano, Mauna Loa, in Hawaii has created a rare dual eruption with a nearby volcano. Neighboring Kilauea has been erupting for more than a year, and the rare event is expected to attract an influx of visitors eager to see molten flows. Hawaii's Department of Defense says there is no immediate risk to communities, but the National Guard is on standby. It's not yet clear whether ash from the volcano will have a significant impact on air travel, but the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration says it is closely monitoring the volcanic activity. The knockout stage has arrived early for the U.S. men's national team at the World Cup. They have to beat Iran today for their World Cup dream to continue. The winner of the match will reach the round of 16.
It's a match charged with political tension, as the 2 countries have had no formal diplomatic relationship since 1980. And in the build-up to this game, Iran state media called for the U.S. to be kicked out of the competition when U.S. Soccer changed Iran's flag on its social media accounts to show support for Iranian protesters. So far, the U.S. has played to a draw in each of its matches. They'll kick off today at 11 a.m. Still like the U.S. to come through today. Iran got smoked by England, 6-2, and then they beat Wales 2-0, but the 2 goals came after a red card to a Wales player, so they were playing down man.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm sweating it out a little bit already. It's now 6:38.
All right, well, let's send things over to Mark Peterson for a look at what's ahead of us, and what's ahead of us is a whole lot of snow.
All right, the odds are we're going to get 2 to 4 inches, right? We still have pretty good odds of getting over 4 inches of snow in our region, and elsewhere up to 8 inches. So it is going to be a snowstorm. It is something we need to get ready for. We want to keep you safe. Your forecast is coming up.
Also coming up, a recall that affects thousands of children's sippy cups, the product you should immediately throw away if you have it, when Good Morning Northwest continues.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Tomorrow is a 4 News Now Weather Alert Day. That means snow that will impact you. Live First Alert weather team coverage keeping you safe all day. Tracking the storm. Updating road conditions on KXLY+. That's what Expect More means on 4 News Now.
The Christmas holiday season is upon us, and the Plant Farm is ready to put your home decorations on display. The Plant Farm Poinsettia is ready to bring home, making your lights twinkle brighter and decorations dazzle. The Plant Farm Poinsettia is the coziness that brings families together and the symbol of hope and giving for the holidays. Bring home a Plant Farm Poinsettia today, because life is better in the garden.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest indoor air quality specialist. With a 12,000 square foot warehouse of filters, you are sure to find what you need for your commercial, industrial, or manufacturing needs.
I recommend working with PFP because they have the product that I need.
PFP's high quality products can assist in eliminating airborne contaminants. PFP can size UV light to your system to disinfect the air to keep it clean and safe.
I recommend PFP because of their service, the quality of their product, and I'll keep coming back.
Call or come in and talk to one of our certified air filtration specialists.
It was a Saturday. Chris was a good dad. His water practices, not so much. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Culligan. Got a water pitcher for the fam. Pretty safe, huh?
Well, basic water pitchers are passable, whereas a Culligan reverse osmosis system can reduce lead, arsenic, pesticide runoff.
You realize these have filters?
Chris, pour it out.
It's not going fast enough. Just done with that.
When your water's right, so is your world. I wrote that!
The mood is right, the spirit's up. We're here tonight, and that's enough. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
It's Santa. We got a problem.
Ho, ho, ho!
It's now 6:40. You might think your DoorDash order is expensive, but small businesses say they can pay up to 30% in delivery fees on food items, food delivery platforms. Spokane could become the next city to cap those fees. The ordinance that is proposed would cut the percentage in half, capping the charge at 15%. Supporters say it's necessary to help businesses stay open. Councilwoman Lori Kinnear says local restaurants reached out to City Council to ask for help, explaining that the platforms are making it difficult to bounce back from the pandemic.
We are supporting, in this resolution, small business, small local business. DoorDash, Grubhub, these are multinational corporations. We cannot prioritize them over our small business. That is the bottom line for me.
Grubhub and DoorDash have said they already offer the 15% cap as an option, but Kinnear says if it wasn't a problem, restaurant owners wouldn't be looking for a solution.
It's Tuesday morning, your 10-second takeaway. It's a very cold start. We're in the single digits still with a couple into 10, 11 degrees. We're going to see snow later on today, so get ready with that cold weather gear. Today's high, 23 degrees.
And we have a consumer alert now for children's sippy cups. The company Green Sprouts has recalled around 10,000 of its bottles. It says there are lead poison risks with the cups, including a stainless steel sippy cup, the cup with a straw, and a stainless steel straw bottle. The products were sold at Bye Bye Baby, Whole Foods stores, and online at both Amazon and Bed Bath & Beyond. Customers with recalled bottles should throw them away and contact Green Sprouts for a full refund. No injuries or illnesses have been reported.
Our time's now 6:43.
All right, Destiny Richards is live at the Davenport with Christmas Tree Elegance.
That's right. Christmas Tree Elegance starts today through December 11th. You can come browse the trees here at the historic Davenport Inn at River Park Square. Coming up, we're talking about a really magnificent tree that is called Inland Northwest Staycation.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
It's a prime time Plinko party like you've never seen. Qualify in November and win a shot at Plinko cash at the Kootenai Casino in Bonners Ferry. And our Plinko party is just the beginning. Kootenai Falls Lodge midweek room rates are just $79 a night or just $99 on Friday and Saturday. Rates based on availability. If you like parties, book a November getaway to the Kootenai Casino. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
Tomorrow is a 4 News Now Weather Alert Day. That means snow that will impact you. Live First Alert weather team coverage keeping you safe all day. Tracking the storm. Updating road conditions on KXLY+. That's what Expect More means on 4 News Now.
The big 99.9 Coyote Country's Christmas Cash Giveaway. Just listen at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 4 p.m. We'll give away $500 Christmas cash every Friday afternoon. The big 99.9 Coyote Country.
Jack, the data shows that people love our more flavorful Ultimate Cheeseburgers.
Show me the data. So the data's good.
The data's real good.
Well, honestly, it's the best data I've ever had. My best-selling Ultimate Cheeseburgers, now seasoned as they grill.
Find the perfect gift for your wine lover during our 12 days of gifting.
A new special every day. Visit us online or like us on Facebook.
Come in to Latah Creek today. Sip, shop, ship most anywhere in the USA.
Cheers.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book, arriving in members' mailboxes this week and posted online. Inside, you'll find 20 pages of Christmas savings, including holiday decor, toys, sporting goods, and more throughout the store. Plus, don't forget to save with Bi-Mart's Cyber Week deals going on now at Bi-Mart.com. You'll find 8 more pages of store-wide savings. In-store and online, our employee owners are bringing you more savings this Christmas at Bi-Mart, where your membership matters.
The 4 News Now Extreme team is back in action in Cowley Park. We are once again teaming up with Ace Hardware to light up the holidays for the kids and staff at Sacred Heart Children's Hospital. Join us for Making Spirits Bright coverage. The 4 News Now Extreme team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
It's now 6:46. Christmas tree elegance is back in Spokane. 15 elaborately decorated Christmas trees are on display for 13 days in the historic Davenport and at River Park Square.
Yeah, the event is a raffle for up to nearly $5,000 in prizes on the trees. Not talking all the trees. That's like one tree. Destiny Richards is live at the historic Davenport with a closer look at some of these.
Yeah, really lots of cool prizes on these trees and really good intricate details as well. Elizabeth would know the most about this one. This is your tree.
My team and I, yes. So we have a wonderful display with a garden bench that one of our teammates created, Steve Kuhn. Of course, the fire pit with marshmallows roasting and a telescope to view the stars with.
Yeah.
Lots of great gift certificates with this tree.
Yes, and this one's Inland Northwest Staycation, so lots of nods to local businesses, local landmarks like the skate ribbon and the crescent window.
Yes, yes. So wonderful donors. We appreciate each and all of them.
Yeah, my personal favorite part is the bubble lights. They're so pretty. And you said you have some bubble lights at home.
As a child, we always had colored bubble lights on our tree, and so it was wonderful to bring them back.
Yeah, so pretty. And there's lots of trees that are on display, 8 here, 7 at River Park Square. What do people need to know about when everything comes to an end on December 11th?
We have a drawing over at River Park Square at 5 p.m., followed by a drawing here at 6:30 in the lobby, and everyone can attend.
All right, now that sounds far away, but come by with your family and see all these trees. Really take a look at them, decide where you want to place your dollars. I think the cash tree is calling my name. But you can go to our website, KXLY.com, for more details about this event and about putting your bid in for a tree. I'll send it back to you guys.
And again, you can spend as little as $1 on that, right? To put your tickets in there, but
great stuff.
It's pretty fun to get a few tickets and go around and see which ones you might be able to get into.
Well, there is a little bit of a calm picture as we were looking outside.
Winds are calm. It's very cold. Clear sky. Clouds coming in. A little bit of warmth coming in. So we're just above double digits. Liberty Lake, you're 10. Post Falls, 13. 7 at the airport. It's warmed a little bit into Spangle. You're now at 4. You were at 1 degree 2 hours ago. So that's good. 12 degrees up into Deer Park. Our high today into the Spokane area is going to be around 23. We'll see temperatures in the mid-20s for the valley and such. Overnight lows again cold, 16 with light snow, and we're going to see things warm up and heavier amounts of snow moving in. So we see this with the computer models really saying about 4 or 5 o'clock we could see some light flurries into eastern Washington. Into the central part, we're going to see heavier amounts starting then, and all that then is going to move across us overnight, and you see the green green to the south of us, that's going to be sort of that mix of maybe some light rain in the afternoon, and we're going to see things sort of stop about 4 or 5 o'clock. It's going to be scattered flurries after that, and we're going to see heavier amounts into the mountains, and then we're going to continue. So then Friday, we sort of mellow out for a while. Now, here are some the highest amounts that we could be seeing in around Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, over 8 inches of snow when we combine a couple inches of snow overnight, 3 to 6 during the day. St. Mary's 7, maybe 8, 13 into Kellogg. Pullman and south less. They're going to be an inch or less. So we look at the forecasted snow, and now we have different models that are now kicking in, and we see these really add up to 2 to 4 inches into the Spokane proper, with more so Deer Park North, Spangle 4.5. Look for Coeur d'Alene to have 6 inches of snow. Highs today are going to be in the mid-20s, as we talked about. It is going to be on the cold side. Now we look at the planning forecast, and we are going to see again temperatures warming up a little bit. 33 for tomorrow, but heavy snows. That's why it's a weather alert day, and then it's going to be in the 20s over the weekend, dry with overnight lows into the teens. Your morning sprint is coming up. Thanks for watching. Good morning, Northwest.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Chewelah Casino.
Happy Take and Bake Tuesday!
Every Tuesday at Papa Murphy's, you can get any large pizza for just $12, which makes Tuesday the best day to bring home all your favorites.
We might have too many favorites.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
The floor covering heroes at Carpet Barn are here to save you from dull, boring floors. Carpet Barn has LVP on sale for only $1.99 a foot. Plus, you can choose from 3 colors to freshen up the look of any room in the house. LVP is waterproof, pet-proof, and kid-proof. That's a great value. Right now, LVP is only $1.99 a foot. Special financing is available with this offer. See all our special offers at both Carpet Barn locations. Don't miss the $1.99 sale at Carpet Barn.
The 4 News Now Extreme team is back in action in Cowley Park. We are once again teaming up with Ace Hardware to light up the holidays for the kids and staff at Sacred Heart Children's Hospital. Join us for Making Spirits Bright coverage. The 4 News Now Extreme team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
When you think about what matters most in life, you think about the health and safety of those you love. At Northwest Family Medicine, we understand and have dedicated our lives to putting patients first. Our award-winning clinics are owned and operated by local family practice providers and physicians who personally care about your experience with us. Contact Northwest Family Medicine today at nwsh.com/family.
Northwest Winterfest opens Friday, December 2nd. It's the Northwest's largest illuminated holiday and cultural festival, now indoors and bigger and better than ever, with displays up to 130 feet long and 25 feet high, plus live performances, free interactive children's activities, and free admission for kids 10 and under. So come celebrate the magic. Your tickets are waiting at northwestwinterfest.com.
Non-attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms. If you or a loved one were stationed at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987 and were later diagnosed with cancer, Parkinson's disease, or other serious health effects, call right now.
Call 1-800-435-6817.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Order the limited time Hog Heaven pizza for just $12.99 at papamurphys.com.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning spread is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, it's 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Tuesday here in the morning sprint.
Destiny Richards is live at the historic Davenport Hotel, showing us a taste of Christmas tree elegance.
Sydney Charles is live with the latest on threats of a lingering railroad strike.
But first, we are preparing for tomorrow's weather alert day. Let's get right to Mark with what we can expect.
All right, first of all, a very cold start to today in our first alert weather. We have temperatures 7 here. It is 12 into Coeur d'Alene with more cloud cover there. That forecasting radar talking about the snow coming in, and that's going to continue to move through not only late this afternoon, but overnight, we're going to see several inches of snow, anywhere from 2 to 8 inches of snow, and a mix of rain, snow tomorrow afternoon south of Spokane, and that will be dangerous in its own right. We look at the forecast for the day, starting off cold, warming slightly to 23 degrees, with a chance of flurries starting about 4 or 5 o'clock.
Some breaking news out of Seattle this morning. The wintry weather conditions to the west already have led to several flight cancellations and delays at SeaTac. According to FlightAware, more than 100 flights have been canceled and 15 are currently delayed.
And winter weather in the forecast likely means school delays or cancellations tomorrow. Spokane Public Schools is getting prepared for the possibility of both later this week. Spokane Public Schools could have a snow day for the first time this school year. Sandra Gerard, the Director of Communications for SPS, says on days heavy snow is predicted, they meet at 4 a.m. to make a decision. Families can start looking for a decision by 6 o'clock in the morning.
Moscow PD still have no murder weapon and no suspect in the deaths of 4 U of I students. Detectives continue to ask for your help with their investigation. Tips, pictures, and videos can be emailed to tipline@ci.moscow.id.us or call the number on your screen, 208-883-7180. U of I is hosting a candlelight vigil tomorrow in memory of Ethan, Xana, Madison, and Kaylee, and to allow friends and peers to mourn. It's happening at 5 o'clock. It's moved inside the Kibbe Dome due to the upcoming winter storm. You can find more information about the vigil on KXLY.com.
Spokane Valley deputies say they tried several times to stop a car driven by a man suspected in a burglary case. Sunday night, a deputy says he saw a car that matched a description of one suspected from running from law enforcement several times in the past. The sheriff's office says Dylan Casada was parked here on Broadway. Deputies tried boxing in the car, but Casada sped off, bumping several patrol cars to get away. Deputies say he drove into oncoming traffic, at times reaching 70 miles an hour. The chase ended when an officer used a pit maneuver on the car. And here you can see some of the damage to the patrol cars. Casada has been booked into the Spokane County Jail for multiple charges, including attempting to elude a police vehicle and assault in the second degree. Police say no one was hurt.
The Senate will vote today on the final passage of a bill to protect same-sex and interracial marriage. The bill has bipartisan support and is expected to pass. If the House approves the bill, it'll head to President Biden's desk for his signature, both of which are expected to happen.
And President Biden is stepping into the ongoing rail labor negotiations, speaking directly to Congress, telling them to intervene. Biden is calling on Congress to pass legislation immediately to, quote, avert a potentially crippling national rail shutdown. A shutdown could cost the economy $2 billion per day and place a strain on the trucking industry. Experts say a strike could even affect the country's water supply. The American Trucking Associations, as well as more than 400 business groups, signing a letter to Congress saying, we call on you to take immediate steps to prevent a national rail strike and the certain economic destruction that would follow. Coverage on the potential railway strike will continue on Good Morning America.
And we've been live all morning talking about the return of Christmas tree elegance. This is the 40th year of the tradition in Spokane. You'll see 15 trees on display, 8 here at the historic Davenport and 7 at River Park Square. It only costs $1 to put in your name to possibly win a tree and fabulous prizes that come with it. You can go to our website, KXLY.com, for more info.
The Washington Department of Transportation is preparing for the snow headed our way. The DOT says additional equipment and crews are ready to keep roads clear for you. Roughly 200 plow drivers are gearing up for a busy day clearing the roads. Drivers are asked to watch for plows when they're out on the road. Give them some space. We're back with our final check of the weather with Mr. Mark Peterson coming up right after this 75-second break.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
What I want people to know about Numerica's involvement is that it's genuine.
I work at a company that supports the community because we're a part of it.
It's important to give back to the community you live in. We are truly here to help, and we're passionate about it.
Before you hit the slopes, get the scoop on your favorite ski resort.
Join us every Thursday and Friday on 4 News Now for the Lookout Pass Ski Report. Check out conditions anytime on KXLY.com. Brought to you by Lookout Pass and their Eagle Peak Quad.
Hello, I'm Diamond Dan Clark.
And I'm Jeweler Jane.
And we're from Clark's Diamond Jewelers in beautiful downtown Coeur d'Alene. Our famous snow promotion is back for Christmas.
If it snows 5 inches or more in 24 hours on January 7th, 2023, all purchases made at Clark's between November 19th and December 31st will be refunded in full. And that means all engagement rings, loose diamond and gemstones, jewelry and gifts could all be free.
Shop Clark's Diamond Jewelers this Christmas and let it snow diamonds.
Good morning, everybody. There's still snow on the parking lots and sidewalks, so take it easy as you're heading out. Roads are in okay shape. The side roads still treacherous, still slippery, so take it easy. A weather alert day for tomorrow because of the heavy snow, 6 inches or more in our area. Most of the inland northwest is going to be seeing it, and that's going to happen throughout much of Wednesday. Today, 23 degrees, partly cloudy to cloudy with some flurries later on today as you're heading home from work. Heavy snow is expected for Wednesday. Thursday, the Extreme Team in action at Cowley Park. High of 30 in flurries as we deal with that. And then it gets cold for the weekend.
It's a lot to take in.
It sure is. Oh, my
We'll
gosh.
brace ourselves.
And we will see it throughout GMA. It starts now.